The season hasn't even started and AC Milan are already under fire. That was the headline ricocheting around social media before a single competitive ball had been kicked. Yet, on a balmy August evening at San Siro, 71,000 roaring souls discovered that the noise outside the stadium was nothing compared to the statement made inside it. Milan dismantled Bari 2-0 in the Coppa Italia Frecciarossa opener. And, spoiler alert, this was far more than a routine cup stroll. But here's where it gets controversial. Some supporters left the curva muttering that the win felt too comfortable, too safe, too Allegri ball, even with the gaffer himself banished to the stands, serving a suspension and watching through binoculars while Landucci barked orders from the touchline. Was this a glimpse of a pragmatic new era? Or proof that Milan's swashbuckling DNA is being quietly edited? Keep that question in your back pocket, because we'll circle back to it. A tale of two halves, 2 goals and 2 debuts. The Rossoneri lined up in a 3-5-2 that looked suspiciously like the blueprint Allegri used at Juventus. 3 burly centre-backs, wing-backs given licence to sprint, and a midfield triangle designed to suffocate rather than sparkle. New faces Estupiñán, left wing-back, and Ricci, central midfield, were thrown straight into the deep end from minute 1. And both swam rather than sank. 14 minutes. Rafael Leão rises above Vicari to thunder a Tomori cross past Serafellini. San Siro erupts. The Portuguese winger-turned-striker wheels away, arms outstretched, then immediately signals discomfort. A hamstring tweak? A calf twinge? Whatever it was, he trudged off 4 minutes later, replaced by Giménez. Milan fans held their breath, the talisman down before the league campaign even begins. 25 minutes. Pulisic rattles the crossbar with a curling left footer. The American has looked sharper in pre-season than a freshly stropped razor, and this was further evidence. Bari, to their credit, retreat into a compact 4-5-1, forcing Milan to play in front of them. It's cat and mouse, but the cat is purring. 39. Maignan stretches full length to claw away a Sabili rocket. Yes, the Frenchman had exactly one meaningful save to make all night, but it was a reminder that complacency is the enemy of clean sheets. 48. Pulisic again. This time he exchanges a slick 1-2 with Giménez, darts across the defender and slots low into the far corner. 2-0. Game, set, match. Not quite, because Milan kept hunting a third, and that's where the debate ignites. The part most people miss. Between the 60th and 80th minutes, Milan completed 92% of their passes inside Bari's half, yet managed only 1 shot on target. Possession without penetration. The classic critique of Allegri's tactical straitjacket. Sailor-makers, buzzing like a mosquito in a lampshade, saw 2 efforts blocked. Modrić, yes, that Modrić, 39 years young and still pirouetting, entered to a hero's welcome, and immediately threaded a pass that would have made prime Kaká jealous. Jashari, another debutant, snapped into tackles like a kid who's waited all summer for this moment. Yet the killer instinct never arrived. Cue the murmurs. If we're this dominant, why not twist the knife? The counter-argument is equally loud. Cup ties are about progression, not pyrotechnics. Allegri, even from the stands, seemed content to manage minutes, protect hamstrings, and avoid yellow card accumulation. Pragmatism over pizzazz. Love it or loathe it. Numbers that tell a story. Expected goals. XG. Milan 2.4. Bari 0.3. Total shots 17-5. Big chances 4-0. Possession 68%, 32%. Translation, Milan weren't just better. They were systematically better. But the single goal margin until Pulisic's strike kept neutrals glued, and Bari's travelling support never stopped singing. Credit where it's due. The debutants in focus. Estupiñán, a left-footed blur, constantly overlapping, rarely caught out. One lung-busting recovery sprint in the 72nd minute drew a collective "ooh" from the stands. Neat, tidy, and unfazed by the San Siro stage. Think a younger, hairier Jorginho, minus the hop-skip penalty routine. Modrić, 15 minutes, 23 touches, 2 line-breaking passes. Vintage Luka, but is a cameo enough to justify the wage packet? Discuss below. Jashari, a Swiss Army knife in midfield. Crunching tackles followed by crisp distribution. Milan may have found their new Kessié light. What's next? Saturday brings Cremonese to the Cathedral of Calcio. Another must-win before the international break. Another chance for Allegri's methods to win hearts or spark more keyboard wars. Controversial take. Milan's biggest victory tonight wasn't the 2 goals. It was the clean sheet. In an era where Serie A's top 4 race could be decided by goal difference coin flips, defensive solidity might be the dark horse asset. Agree? Or do you miss the chaotic gung-ho Milan of yesteryear? Your turn. Was Allegri's safety-first approach the right call? Or should Milan have chased a statement 4-0? Will Leão's injury derail the early season momentum? And, be honest, would you rather watch Modrić for 15 minutes or a 20-year-old prospect for 90? Drop your hottest takes in the comments. Let's keep the debate roaring louder than the Curva Sud on Derby Day.